First of all, the existential climate crisis is the biggest challenge of our generation. It affects everything. As a matter of fact, the World Health Organization has come out and said that the biggest threat to human health is the climate crisis. And you can see it in many of the incidents you cited. The heat domes led to, sadly, a number of people dying from heat-related deaths. The cost to people's lives and livelihoods of flooding and droughts and forest fires. There were some days last summer in Ontario that we had some of the worst air quality in the entire world because of the fires. So it is directly affecting people's lives. The Ontario Greens have put forward the most ambitious climate plan any political party has ever put forward, and we do it in a way that shows people how we can crush climate pollution, address the cost of living crisis people are facing, and create good green jobs in the emerging markets of the new climate economy. How do we do that? First of all, we're the only party calling for a carbon budget that has a transparent annual accounting process that shows how government will reduce climate pollution each and every year so we can cut it in half by 2030 and be fully net zero by 2045. One of the best ways to do that, electrifying our transportation systems, expanding public transit, making life more affordable for people because they can drive low-cost electric vehicles or take transit or live in communities where they don't even have to commute, where they can walk and shop locally. Secondly is our buildings. We have to get fossil fuels out of our buildings. We have an ambitious green building program that will retrofit. Our goal is to retrofit all existing homes in Ontario by 2040 with grants of $15,000 to $20,000 that would help people bring in insulation and heat pumps and things like that so they can save money by saving energy. And the plan would also create 52,000 good-paying green jobs. And the third area is in industry. And this is really preparing Ontario to be the global leader in the emerging markets of the new climate economy. We're perfectly positioned to have a mining to manufacturing, electric vehicle and battery storage supply chain, to have bioproducts and biomaterials, to have innovation in water quality and water conservation, to be a global leader in renewable energy and energy storage, creating thousands of new careers and better job opportunities for people, but we have to have the ambition to get there. So that's what the Ontario Greens are presenting to people. It's a great way to bolster our economy, help people save money, primarily by saving energy or using lower cost electricity, and create good green jobs. And in order to get there, one of our major promises is to provide free tuition for 60,000 people to go to college for training or retraining to have new career opportunities in the climate economy, because we know we have a labor shortage, particularly in the areas where we need those jobs. And then finally, you're absolutely right, we have to protect nature. That's the nature that protects us. That's why I'm so opposed to the Ford government's highway agenda, which will pave over the farmland that feeds us, the wetlands that clean our drinking water and protect us from those climate events like flooding. And so we would double the size of the Greenbelt. We would make it illegal to build highways through the Greenbelt. And a big part of doubling the size of the Greenbelt is to protect the waterways, including the waterway we're sitting right next to right now, because those are the waterways that provide our drinking water and protect us from flooding. And then finally, I would say that we have to do this as part of reconciliation, particularly with Indigenous people. And so we have put forward a plan for a $1 billion climate leadership fund that would be Indigenous-led and to provide Indigenous-led climate leadership. And that'll be particularly important to meet our pledge of protecting 30% of nature in Ontario by 2030.